That's just my luck. Alrighty, well, it looks... Check real quick. Before I actually get into the game. Yes. Alrighty. There we are. I'm in the game, and I was going to leave it up to you guys where we're going to work today. So I'm here in my civilian clothes. I've already got a car kind of picked out, and I'll be able to swap the skin around and stuff. But where are you guys wanting me to work at today? You want me to work in the city, work in Los Santos, highway patrol? If we do highway patrol, I'm going to have to change the car around, but it's not a big deal. Anybody?
Sandy Shores?
Well, I was actually wanting to get out of Sandy Shores because that's generally where I start out at. This is a live stream, so I'm wanting to do something a little bit different.
In the city.
Alrighty, well, this dude
We'll do around like the Mirror Park area. It's kind of in between.
Alrighty, well, let's see. And I'm going to change this over a little bit. Wow. No, that's not it. Wow. I didn't realize that there wasn't a, fix this. That works. Here we are. Got my uniform on now, and there's the car we're going to use, and I've got to set up.
Hello there.
We'll look at a couple court cases I got out of the last one. I have a feeling. Sure enough, I'll have some call outs, court cases to review once all this stuff goes away. And somebody told me that I needed to have more plugins on one of my in my game, and I was like, really? Have you looked at the list of plugins that I have? Pending results. We don't have anything for him, but Megan Wild all the way down to Kate Johnson. So let's see. Driving under the influence, suspended and $500 in fines. Yeah, it's kind of low on that. Driving the influence of drugs, $800 suspended for 2 months. Boy, that judge likes giving everybody 2 months. And then this person who got culpable driving causing death, which was, if you watched all the way to the end of my last video, that was the traffic accident that I dealt with. She got 5 years because she was driving under the influence of drugs. The suspended license for 6 months has nothing to do with she's not going to be driving for 5 years, or give or take, depending on how many times or what percentage they actually have to serve. So, oh yeah, I got all kinds of cases, Rogue. All kinds of them. So, and then I've got here this guy, Jethro Boscarelli. He was actually one of them that I stopped on my last LSPDFR episode. Got him for drugs and alcohol. So, anyhow, we're going to go ahead and let the dispatcher... Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're going to go get our crap out of the trunk. So, and yes, before anybody asks, I am still using Police Smart Radio. And part of me being able to use that is that I just let everybody know that I'm using it. It's not released yet, as far as I'm aware, but it's getting close, and I'll have a link to it. Once I put this up on YouTube, I will actually put a link to the video that Alba... Whoops. I got to go in reverse to get out of here. I'll actually put a link to Police Smart Radio where Alba goes through the features and such on his end. So let's go ahead and tell the dispatcher that we are available, and we're headed out to Mirror Park. which is on the west side of town. So it's over in this area. So I don't head over there a whole lot. Go ahead and flip a Yui right here and head over that way. Oh, basically when I was sitting here, somebody got into a TC right there. I'll just ignore that. We're not traffic. Traffic's been called. They're going to handle it. Oh, what in the... Oh, what in the hell?
We have vehicles racing on Eastbourne Way.
Those Christmas lights look beautiful, the blues.
Yep. Here.
Attention all units, a code 99 on Eastbourne Way. Units respond code 3.
I can take that. Are you going to generate a file on this? Disregard that. I got the details on my screen.
Oh. Nice
Pursuit
driving.
status has been changed to condition 3. Condition 3.
That's brutal. Stop running. Oh, stop right there. That was an interesting course of events. And we're going to go ahead and do a ped check on her. Get over here. A collection of car keys. Nice. Come here, you. Why can I not grab her? Alright. Oh! Boy, that was almost dangerous. We're gonna...
What an interesting start to the live stream.
Oh, absolutely. What in the world? Absolutely. It wasn't even my fault, though. Rogue? Yeah. That was brutal. I'm gonna put her in the car and get the helicopter over on the other one, I think. Get in the car, dimwit.
Don't be a dick, just get in the car!
We're gonna go ahead and check out the Mustang versus the Buffalo. Doesn't look like either one of them fared real well. A receipt for female products. Nice. I wonder if that was a domestic in progress or something to that effect. That was brutal. Oh, absolutely. And that guy in that Land Rover analog is just beating the brakes off of that Buffalo. It's going to catch fire soon. This is going to be bad. Quit it. A suspicious suspicion. 2 tickets paradise. Wow.
Poser! You get a move on!
Clean this up.
A stained vanilla unicorn with a strange odor.
Move your ass!
What in the world? This is a mess. We'll call for a transport on her.
Assistance needed for a suspect placed under arrest on
And we're going to go try
Eastbourne
to
Way.
chase down that
You should be able to see your back up there just off your 20. 10-4.
highway patrol coming to get her. by way of smashing into other cars. Well, that was fun to watch. Alright. Looks like... Oh, she's in the car. Come get her. And then we've got to go find this guy.
Piece of trash.
Fantastic. I'm just going to say she's picked up. Awesome. Now get in the car and behave. Wow, what a mess. Oh well. Let's see if we can go track down that, oops. Car's already wrecked anyway. Oh, that guy's not going anywhere. I forgot, I got his car. Buddy, this is not a good thing for you to be doing. Hey, at least we're close to the hospital. Ooh.
LSPD,
Just get on the ground.
don't make me shoot ya.
Fantastic. James Connor. Get over here, Hot Rod. No. Get over here. So let's go ahead and check him out. Oh, fantastic. Nothing like being a felon, or oh, he's got a felony. He ran from the police, but nothing of interest. Fantastic. We're gonna have to go
Backup needed for
A suspect placed under arrest.
get a new car.
Rockford Hills.
You should be able to see your backup. They're just off your 20.
And
10-4.
oh no, hang on a second. I gotta fix something. My audio just took a poo. All right, that should have fixed it. Oh. Fantastic.
Yo, what's up, man?
Screw you.
Hey, wasn't my fault they wrecked my car. Wow, what a mess. Anyhow, let's go ahead and fix our car. What a disaster.
I have nothing to wear to that benefit.
And we'll go ahead and move out.
Really?
Maybe
Angel, you're the best daddy ever.
get out of here.
All my friends are gonna be jealous.
Don't even think about it.
Things going okay?
And now we're on our way over to Mirror Park. Holy crap. Now, if you guys are wondering, I live in Middle to East Tennessee, and we are expecting a little bit of snow this weekend. Matter of fact, tomorrow, which is why I've got some snowflakes on my screen right now. I figured I'd mimic our weather, and especially being as I missed the whole Christmas thing, and wasn't my plan, but that's the way it happened, so. Oh, what a mess this turned into. But the game handled it. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, I've actually seen that, and the problem is you need minimum of Rage Plug-in Hook 50, which I'm kind of holding off on until, and I was actually saying it before I actually got everything going on my stream, that I am wanting to go to ELS. However, There is a caveat that I'm wanting to keep the cars that I have. With keeping the cars that I have, they've not been upgraded for ELS yet. I'm actually in talks with people. I'm using all of Captain 14's cars, trying to get in contact with him. Matter of fact, that's what I was doing right before I actually started my live stream. And I'm finding out whether or not Captain 14 plans on updating his vehicles. But that's what I'm waiting on. And once I do that, I'll probably do the real-time weather update.
What's going on, my dude?
Isotope, I'm digging all of his cars. All of the Impala, the Ford, all of them. I think they're probably they're as close to BX Bugs models as you can get without being BX Bugs models. They're fantastic. Very detail oriented. I like the extras. There's not a ton of extras. All the extras for each of the cars is relatively the same, so you can have a good fleet of cars that have all the same options and so forth. I think it's just they're pretty good done. Have I ever done a patrol in a Caprice? Real life? Yes. But not the Caprice you guys are familiar with. Now, I have done in LSPDFR the new Caprice PPV, which is basically the extended Impala Malibu. But the one that I had didn't have Coronas, and that's another thing I like about Captain 14's models. They all had Coronas. I don't think that's such a big thing anymore with ELS, because ELS actually makes its own Coronas, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's exactly the Caprice that man, that's my favorite car of all time. As far as police cars go, is the early to mid 90s Caprices, the land yachts. Case in point, and I tell this story all the time to people, that my first experience with a Caprice and its actual size was I got called to basically a found property. Somebody had stolen a bike and dropped it off in this guy's yard, and he made a call to the police department because he didn't want to be busted for having the bike. So I get a call, I go over there, and I'm over there in my police car. And as I'm sitting there, I'm looking at my car, looking at this 20-inch Huffy bike, and was like, I wonder. And I opened the trunk on the bike, and lo and behold, I was able to put the bike in the trunk of my car with all the crap that I had in the trunk, as well as close the lid. And everything fit. So... Oh, yeah. Our court was actually in the next city over. Same county, but the next city over. And we actually had covered parking and all that nice stuff. It was actually kind of a nice place. So, oh yeah. It put Cadillac to shame. I'm surprised they didn't turn that body style into a Cadillac. So... I don't know. Oh, he was waiting for... I'm surprised I haven't got any calls yet. Oh, yeah. Pretty much. And, it is a game where basically it's meant to throw stuff at you. So. On cars, yeah. This is the neck of the woods where Michael's friend Lester the Chester. This is the area he lives in, isn't it?
Hey, what's up?
I don't think so.
Dispatch 222. I need a plate check on a bagger. Come here, you.
Target vehicle license plate 01 Charles Nora Edward 969 no 1099.
Here, buddy. Get it off the street. Perfect. Dispatch 222. I'll be out West Mirror Park Drive, crosses bridge. Single occupant. Stand by. Alright, buddy. What is your issue?
Hey.
No helmet, passing me on the left, splitting lanes, all that neat stuff. What's going on? John Rockefeller. Well, with that kind of money, I'm sure you can afford it. So, where's your helmet? Well, I care because I'm a cop. So, running late for work? Well, guess what? You're gonna be late for work. So, hang out with me right here. I'll be right back. So, let's go ahead and check him out. And look at this. Head database. John Rockefeller. Valid, not wanted, been stopped a bunch. I thought Rockefeller was born well before 1980, but I might be mistaken on that one. And then we'll look at his vehicle just to make sure that it has, it has insurance and such. So, away we go. So, alright, buddy. Here's the deal. Okay. Just because my last one turned into a complete and utter train wreck, you are going to get a warning. Get a helmet or park the bike. A. B. Don't drive like an idiot, even though you get the money to pay for it.
All
So,
right,
just
off you go.
take care of yourself. Set an example. Anyhow. Let's go ahead and get over that. Dispatch 222 will be clear warning issued. Actually got a little too close. I was watching my Twitch feed. Rogue, shoot that question to me, either in my Discord channel or as a private message on YouTube, and I'll answer you as best I can. I'm actually, and this is a good time to mention this, I'm actually working with Toastin' You on his call-out pack. I've been helping him with some real-world technical advice as far as police calls, and he's doing the programming thing. Matter of fact, I gave him a list of about 10 different calls that are fairly regular that you get that you just don't get a chance to do in LSPDFR because of everybody wanting to do super, no offense to Polecat. I think Polecat is a funny guy.
Dispatch calling unit
2, Robert
22.
Citizens report.
417 King.
All right, get out of the way, y'all.
Copy that, dispatch.
10-4.
2,
Robert 22.
medical aid requested.
Respond code 3. Proceed with caution.
You keep checking in with me, you gonna get laid down.
Attention all units.
Code 4, all units return to patrol.
Just stop right there.
Stop whatever the hell you're doing!
Get on the ground.
Attention all units. Medical aid requested on Mirror Park Boulevard. Units reporting a stabbing and ambulance requested from Textile City. Units respond code 3.
Cool.
Alright, nothing of interest. Fantastic. Already picked up the knife. What's funny is the guy that was getting stabbed with the knife kicked the other guy's butt. Get in the car.
Get in
An
the car
ambulance
and behave.
is en route.
That's just horrible. Let's get this guy's name. Dominic Deeker. Alright.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Are you ever gonna do a video, like, show us, like, your setup and everything, or?
Actually, that's one of the things that I've been thinking about doing. I'm not... They just lost the key fob, I'll say. That's one of the things that I'm gonna do. However, I'm actually working with a guy to get something done for my setup before I show it.
Alright, give me something.
What I'm looking for is I've actually custom designed with this fella a monitor stand that will hold all 3 monitors that actually basically bolts to my desk and holds them all up almost like they were floating, which will give me more room for cable management and such underneath. And that's something else I've really got to work on, is cable management. Alright, well, fantastic. The guy we've got under arrest
This is starting to get to me.
is gonna be taken in for manslaughter, I'd say.
All units, you can clear this call. Return to patrol.
And those guys are having a hard time at life. That's funny, you go to stab somebody and then you end up being the one that gets croaked? Oh, wow. That's just bad. That's bad luck. So what we'll do, we'll transport the other guy.
Assistance needed for
A suspect placed under arrest.
on
Yeah.
Mirror Park Boulevard.
You should be able to see your backup. They're just off your 20. 10-4.
What?
Asshole.
You might want to clarify that statement there, Ben. That's...
Thanks.
Now, funny story. Coca-Cola got its name
See ya.
from basically being made from a derivative of the coca plant, which obviously makes cocaine. Now, with that being said, they changed the recipe. I forget exactly when, but they no longer used that ingredient in their stuff. And I'm just going to ignore that car. This is just nuts. Stolen cars everywhere. Anyway, I was talking to a woman many years ago. I was still a boy when I was talking to her, and she was a grandma back
Attention
then.
all units
Gunshots reported.
on East Mirror Drive.
Multiple officers down.
Gunshots recorded.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, with a rifle? That's just wrong. Well, anyway, this old woman that the subject has escaped. No shit. Excuse my language. That was wrecked. Let's go find where my body is. Yeah, I didn't even have a chance to get out of my car. Oh, that's horrible.
Have the perfect emote for that too in Twitch chat.
Yeah, I see that. What in the... That, not legit at all.
Citizens report
A possible disturbance.
on
Well,
Nicola Avenue. Units respond code 2.
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
And this thing will get up and boogie. Wrong button. Possible disturbance. What's up with this? Lessons learned from that response. Lessons learned from that response. Don't go guns blazing into a
Target
situation
vehicle
even though
license
you're
plate
trying to,
5 Ocean Frank Tom 582 no 1099.
Yes, I have done some roleplay on 5 Reborn. One was with a group that mimicked Florida. Well, I didn't know where the suspect with the rifle was, and I was trying to get away, and I ended up, my car hit the immovable wall. Anyhow, yeah, I have heard of, and what in the hell? This is just not legit. But yeah, I've heard of 5 Reborn.
Get off welfare and get a baba. Ready?
What is up with this? Oh, I'm not even gonna ask. What? No, even though I want to. You know what? Get out of the car. Wow. Get over here.
Well, I'll be.
You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with this. You know what? I'm gonna be nice. We're gonna go ahead and... That's not the weapon I want to get out. I don't want to get a weapon out. We're gonna let her go. Yeah, this is just turning into a train wreck. Get in your car and get the hell out of here. I'm gonna get the original problem out of the way.
Attention all units. We've got security detail requiring assistance in Little Seoul.
Oh, right, the whole band?
units respond code 2.
Well, that'll teach you. No, I'm not going to tow the police vehicle. I'm towing this one. No. Oh, that guy just needs to stay off the bike. That's... Buddy, you might want to rethink your choices there. I'm just gonna go handle that call. That guy on the bike was priceless, though. Well, that must have been the guy on the bike. Oh, what a day. Oh. Isotope, that's funny. Especially on those cunning stunts races, man. Yeah, I can't ride the bikes on those. This is just... Mirror Park is nuts. And traffic... It's not so much the calls and such. It's the traffic more than anything. It's like none of them can drive in the city. And then you have the city traffic on top of that. Oh, it says we've got information on the Computer Plus system. So, call details. Let's see. Security guard at Puerto del Sol, LST Metro Station requests verbally abusive to staff. Okay. Huh. Oh. That's cool. What's up, Shock? I see that you're watching me. But, oh man, you've missed an utter fail on my part. Shot dead, bang, done. With a high power rifle from close range. And the first call of the day ended up being a rear end TC involving my car as the victim. So nothing much. Did a traffic stop on John Rockefeller, who, if I would have given him a ticket, he would have just paid it, and yeah. But there's not a car in this city that has all of the glass it's supposed to have in it. Oh, this guy's killing me. He was going to sit there for that light forever. No, sir. There is no... It's not American Truck or Euro Truck or... Well, I'm trying to think of a game that you can actually lower the traffic density on, and the only one I can think of right off mind is Fernbus, and I think I have mine turned down too far, because the last Fernbus I did, there was no traffic in cities. Oh. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and jump over here. This guy's at the LST station. This car just gets up and moves. Definitely got the Hemi in it. Nice. Way to go, guys. Oh, Shock, did you see the fella on the street bike? Running circles around me, basically? That lost it twice? Wow. It happened a while back, but oh wow. Yeah, I think I want to be in this lane. Yeah, I do. You know, everybody makes fun of NYPD and the Prius and smart car police cars and stuff like that. In New York City, that's actually brilliant. What is New York City known for? Having dotted stripes for parking lots. I mean, roads. So when you have a car the size of a shoebox, you can get in and out of places a lot quicker than you can with even, say, an Impala.
I bet you those Prius cop cars get the best gas mileage out of the fleet, too.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's literally one of the best decisions that a city like that can make. I mean, when you've grown so much to where people don't even buy cars because it's pointless, you burn more gas sitting than you do driving, then the police department doesn't need a car for, say, pursuit and stuff like that, because not gonna happen. Okay, I'm here. And get up on the sidewalk.
Attention all units, officers on scene.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you think about the number of police officers in New York, this is the first time I've ever gotten a call over here. Where's the security guard guy at? Oh, there he is. Yeah. What's up, buddy? Alright. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Well, that's an interesting deal. Is it this person? Or is it... It's him. Hey, what's up with you? Huh?
Hey, I hear you.
Oh, come on now. Well, alright. Hey. Oh? Alright, I'm talking to you. What's up? Well, alright. He doesn't want to answer me. We don't need the knife, that's for sure.
Reach for the sky, buddy. Someone's about to get a grade A whooping.
Huh? Oh, don't get on the tracks. It's not that bad. No. This guy. That's the thing about peg check. There we go. Oh, he's got a warrant. Fantastic. All right, buddy. No problem. We'll go help you take care of that. And hopefully not get hit by a train on our way. Yeah. All right, cool. I guess. All right. He's here, and we're going to go ahead and search him. Buddy, you got a warrant, and you're going to be going to take care of it. So, enjoy. Nothing of interest? Fantastic.
Assistance needed
For a suspect placed under arrest.
in Little Seoul.
You should be able to see your backup. They're just off your 20.
I've really got to... I've really got to go in and work with my transport cars. They're pulling the cars that I want them to pull. They're just not pulling the liveries that I want them to pull in the areas I want to pull them in. Oh, well. Oh. Don't hit my car. Go back over to Mirror Park. Oh, yeah, we're getting out of here.
All units, we are code 4.
Oh, no. Explosions are real. Oh, it's the way the call out is it just kind of points you in the right direction. So. The one yellow dot was where I was supposed to park, basically, walk across the street, not going to happen. And B, where the guy was in relation to the security guard. It wasn't the woman, because when I was facing her, the dot was more to the right of my arrow, so. I'm not even gonna ask. No. Get me out of here. Yeah, definitely fireworks are going off. No. That is, it is starting to snow and people are losing their mind just like in real life. Oh my god, I see a snowflake. I must go buy 8 gallons of milk and 6 loaves of bread.
Snow, the evil powder that makes people forget how to drive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'll just say this. When I used to live in Seattle, Seattle, or King County, has not very many snowplows. I mean, and they focus on arterials like the I-5 corridor and other stuff. You know, not worried about a CRX, a Bagger, and a Prius. No, that's a Civic. Are all fighting for dominance for that turn lane. And then this guy wants to get in on it. Wow. But anyway, they called for snow. They got the plows ready and everything else. It snowed a foot. Well, really damn close. And oh, you want to talk? Well, I know of people that weren't part of the police department or sheriff's department or any of that. They just got in their pickup trucks and put chains in the back of the truck and literally went out and made hundreds of dollars, $20 at a time, pulling people out of ditches. It was pretty funny. We are available for calls, so. I'm not even going to ask what that guy just said, because I think it was too funny for Twitch. So I'm going to take one more call, guys, and then I'm going to go to my Discord channel, just hang out there with everybody, chat everybody up for a little while, see what's going on. If you guys have questions or whatever else in Twitch, then come over to my Discord. I'll answer them as best I can, because trying to play the game and such, I wanted to get over and they wouldn't let me. Anyhow, I don't have my attention span is not really that great. So, come over, ask your questions, type your questions if you're not wanting everybody to hear your voice or whatever, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. As far as the county, like Blaine County or Los Santos County is kind of the middle of the road. You get some LS calls, you get some county type calls and stuff like that. It's a good change of pace, but it's a little more fast paced than Blaine County. Blaine County is really kind of my second home, I guess you could say, because I work there quite a bit. Wow, this car is fast. You need help feeding 57 cats? Have you ever thought that maybe that's why you can't feed them? You have too many cats? Wow. Nice. You jackwagon. I think next time I work the city, I'm just going to turn on God mode for my car. And this is just ridiculous. I mean, there are people out there like that, and that, you know, they hoard animals instead of other stuff. There's a Paleto Bay guy going to work. There's that guy in the baller. Oh, absolutely. In the real world, I'd start a towing company. My wife actually sent me a picture the other day, and this might be a little bit lewd, but it was a picture of a pink tow truck, and the name on the side of it was Camel Towing, and I about hit the floor when I saw it. So if I ever start a towing company, I know exactly what I'm going to name it.
I'm a little ashamed at how much I laughed at that.
Yep, and it's pretty good stuff. I saw it, and my wife thought she was going to have to take me to the hospital for a heart attack. It is literally a pink tow truck with camel on the side of it. That was just funny. Oh, come on. None of these people in this city can drive. What's... Buddy. Wow. It's just... I don't get it. People here kill me. This guy's wanting to make a right-hand turn. This guy's going to go straight or left from the I was going to say the right lane, but it is the right lane for Los Santos, otherwise known as the sidewalk in the rest of America. Yep. Called it. Oh. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And that guy is blitzed. Oh. I'm not even going to bother with that guy. I'm going to get over here and try to get a call that's not a 50 caliber Barrett versus officers. That's just nuts. Get up in Mirror Park again. Well, generally, and as far as the circumstances for public intox, if they're being a nuisance, loitering, or if they're passed out drunk, which I actually got a call. If you come over to the Discord channel, I'll tell everybody about that call. Just somebody in Discord remind me of the phone booth. Anyhow, if they're not causing a nuisance, my personal view is I've been drunk and stumbling before.
On East Mirror Drive, units respond code 2.
A disturbance. What kind of disturbance is the question? Oh, what in it? It's him. Okay, here, PI, this guy's causing an issue. Hey, buddy, why don't you come talk to me real quick? Hey, you with the holster, come here. Stop.
Don't you move another muscle.
This guy causing a nuisance, walking around in the middle of the street with no drawers. Yeah, this warrants a public intox. If the guy was walking down the sidewalk,
Attention all units. We are
maybe
code
not
4.
such an
No
issue.
further units required.
Come here. All right, buddy. You got anything in your... Well, I'm not even going to ask if you got anything in your pockets. That's not going to happen. So, we're just going to... You got anything in the bag? Sorry. Search this fella. Come on now. Just, wow. Carrying a black hollow flashlight. That's what he's got in the holster. All right, buddy. Get on the ground right there. Hang on a second. Oh, boy. Anyway, this guy, almost guaranteed.
We have a possible 503 on Mirror Park Boulevard. Units respond code 3.
Dispatch 222. That'll have to be the next shift. I've got some paperwork to handle real quick. So, we're going to go ahead and breathalyze this guy for public intox. Wandering... No, that's not a beer bottle. Alright, come on now. Really? You gotta be kidding me. We'll go ahead and do drug-alizer on this fella, too. Comes up with nothing. This is one of those situations where, okay. And this is something, this goes back to real life. There's a guy in Tennessee, I forget exactly where it was, but he was a advanced EMT. Ended up doing a traffic stop on a guy, thinking that the guy was DUI. Gets the guy in the car, does all the FSTs. The guy fails his FSTs big time. So he gives him the portable breath test. blows goose eggs, blows zeros. And then as he started doing another test to verify, he noticed that the man's pupils were different sizes. In other words, the man had had a stroke. And so immediately quit looking at the women. So, no, you don't skip a pat down, because in case he's got something hidden under a marble bag, you don't want that to come back and bite you. But ended up, the guy was having a stroke, and the guy called EMS for the person. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to call EMS for this guy. The guy's blowing goose eggs. He's wandering around. Maybe he's got a mental
Attention all
issue.
units, medical aid requested in Mirror Park. Dispatch units from El Barro Heights. An ambulance requested from Textile City. Respond code 3.
Perhaps could have Alzheimer's too, and doesn't.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. He blew goose eggs and no drugs and stuff. Yeah, we're going to have somebody that's a little more qualified than us check him out.
Fire truck is en route.
Well, absolutely. And that's one thing, and everybody always asks me about, the things you can do to prepare yourself to be a police officer. One, get over homophobia. You're not a homosexual if you search somebody by, making sure that they don't have something where people are going to be afraid to go. So if you search somebody, get up in their junk, man. Don't squeeze and play with it, but make sure that there's not anything that's hard in that area when it shouldn't be. Quit looking at the women. You got to get over your shyness in that area, A, and B, don't ever take for granted that somebody's been searched good enough. Do just make sure that they're searched and everything's handled right. So that's the public service message for the day.
No further units required. Proceed with patrol.
All right, get over here and get this guy.
All units, you can clear this call. Return to patrol.
Oh, you guys, thanks for nothing. Hang on a second. We're going to pick this guy up.
Attention all units, medical aid requested in Mirror Park. Dispatch units from El Barro Heights. An ambulance requested from Textile City. Units respond code 3.
Get rid of that. I'm calling it the wrong way. I'm calling it the wrong way. There we go. Now. Hey, there it is. Figured it out. Now we gotta wait for him to get here again. But no, seriously. And this goes back to when I was a young officer. Actually, I was still an explorer, so I wasn't even an officer yet. We had done a training scenario, and it was with another officer, and it was
an ambulance.
Quit that, lady.
Code 3.
It was a building search. We found an individual in the building, blah, blah, blah. And this is a training scenario. So immediately I pull this guy out and we get him outside. He's in handcuffs. So immediately, for your safety and mine, I'm going to go ahead and do a pat down search on you, blah, 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 blah. So I do the pat down on this guy. And when I did around the waist, I patted the guy down around from the center around to his back. Another guy on a motorcycle just plowed the ass end of my cop car. I wonder if it's the same guy no, the last guy was a white guy. Anyhow, so I pat the guy's waist down from basically the center where his pants fastened all the way to where I got into the middle of his back, I thought. And I did the same thing with my left hand. I come around and then I get to where I think the center of his back is. And I say the guy's good. We finish everything up. Ends up the guy, this, that, or whatever. We're going to arrest him. We put him in a police car. And like I said, this is all training. And that's why it was such such a moment for me to understand the necessity of me learning how to search somebody right. What had happened was he had moved his hands that were behind his back to the right when I was searching to the right, and to the left when I was searching to the left. I missed the entire small of his back. He had a 45 caliber pistol in the small of his back, a full-size caliber 45 in the middle of his back, and I missed it. So that taught me right there, never take for granted your searches. Always do them the right way. And even if it makes somebody uncomfortable, even if it makes you uncomfortable, oh, that's not even cool. But on that note, that guy's looking for a ride. And we're going to close the stream off right there, guys. And come over, hang out with me in Discord, and I'll see you next time. So until then, bye now. I'll quit that.
Hello.